And it's me again! But where's the game? It's here. Alright. Wasn't sure if my fridge had calmed down. Yeah, I was ready to go. Yeah, it would be the scary green monster. And now we're gonna see if we can find a way into the alchemist secret base that's under the hotel somehow. We'll see. Gotta wonder if I'll get to find another Trinity room and the phone with the key. Well, last time the phone didn't give me the key directly. Oh yeah, and I have this new cool sword, so I have to be a bit more careful because I'm not yet used to how it controls. Doesn't seem like there's anything here. This place is pretty quiet. Okay. Okay, I can actually, like, I want to say stagger, but I know it's not the real word for that. I can't make them flinch. And I like the fallback. The damage isn't great right now. Ah. Oops. That's why there was a pop. Whee! Okay, so I might switch back to it. Doesn't feel like the damage should be that much higher. But pretty much all the other stats are better. I guess these guys just have a lot of health. Really don't know if there was anything I could do here. I think it's just kind of a way back. Don't think I can climb here. Yeah, it really leads to another room, so it's gonna be later. This place is pretty eerie. I was just thinking how I missed the exhibition hall even though it was full of scary puppets. I like the music and stuff. The entrance. Ooh. Oh yeah, now I remember those. My moves. Ooh, okay, that was a... Oh, I really don't know that its moves. I don't like that I often flinch it when I use my heavy attack. I remembered that it does sort of a block that you can hold before releasing. That didn't go too well. Hopefully I can make it to the next Stargazer. What's right here on the other side? Hmm. One of those big sacks. Oh yeah, these guys fight. I think the type of weapon might affect the damage. Like, the slash might be better at dealing with carcasses, and the piercing was better at puppets. That's my guess. Trying to reposition my angles and stuff. Did I just use... Oh, okay, that was my... Put my controller down on my shelf. Oh, this is bad. Which way do I want to go? Also, what is this? Decay. And I think... Yeah, this should... Can I make it before triggering the effect? Yes. My worry is that an enemy's gonna show up. Just letting the effect go down, maybe not entirely. Okay, there was nothing here. Is this the collapsed train station they meant? So this is where we started the game, but in a different state. Oh, it wasn't quite as tough as I thought. Ooh. The quiet is really eerie. Bloody letter. 2123, train ticket to Saint Marian? Marian? The text is hard to read because of the blood stains. That's all it says. Okay, well, it doesn't feel like that's blood that's been from someone that's been dragged. Okay, I'm just going through. Oh. Guess the attacks don't deal all the same damage. The second slash is a little bit stronger. Also, do I still have the one with the combo? I think so. Yeah. Make more ergo, more weight. Keep leveling my capacity.
Did you feel that? An ergo amplification effect coming from Krat Central Station. I wonder if the alchemists are plotting something again. Please investigate that area.
So, I didn't think she could still talk to me. I thought she could at first because I was following the little butterfly, but I'm not sure if this is like the same. They reused the same maps but modified. Oh yeah, and these guys explode too. So this is gonna be a shortcut. Okay, another one of these and some of those. Ah! The hitbox was really weird, I think. I wanna try that again because I'm not happy. So I'm guessing like even if it's your weapon that hits it, it still triggers the grab. It just... Okay. I wasn't sure if it was gonna see me first. So you just gotta dodge it because... Try to attack. Maybe I just attacked a little too late, but I don't think so because... Like I feel like my sword barely got into the area. So I feel like this is optional. Oh, that's a way back. Could be a shortcut to the Stargazer, but... Don't know. So we can go on this train or that train. Or down, but I feel like we're supposed to push some fire in there? Is this where I was earlier? Yeah, it is. Doesn't seem to be anything here. I'm glad it can't, like, shoot me or anything. I'm not sure. I don't think any of them are the ones with the spit attack. Okay. So the scream is just part of it. I don't know if it's exactly a loop or it's just randomly played, but wasn't sure. Thought at first it might be triggered by something specific. Yeah, these ones I don't think they blow up, right? It's a pretty large area, but not large, but there's a few places you can go, so it gets a little confusing. It's so dark. Come here, because I'm not sure if there's anything else hidden. Of course that clangs. Not optimal, but I didn't get hit, so. I guess I was right in being on my guard, because... Oh, they can... They have some kind of ranged, like, tentacle attack. You can sprout them from the ground. I think that's what it is. So yeah, it's a bit slower than the umbrella. Okay, so I end up here. I thought for sure there was another entrance into that train, but let's see what's over there. I guess it was the gap between the wagons. Okay. One swiftly dispatched. Maybe I'm gonna try my other weapon to directly compare with. So yeah, there wasn't much to it. Spotlight to draw your attention. Okay. Puppet has been taken over too. Well, that's not exactly the first one I see that can do that. Well, can do is a bit of a weird way of saying it, but... Huh. Maybe if I destroy that, the green mist's gonna go. Okay, so I can use this to get back. I think it's the far one. Yeah. Big enemy. I think I'm gonna buff. Oh, it stays. That's a lot of decay mist. Just gonna have to deal with the fact that I'm being decayed. That wasn't great. And okay. Now what's over here? Oh, more of those. Ooh. Gotta watch the ceiling. Doesn't seem to be any more. Okay, 2 paths, or guess I could like drop here. Oh no, okay, there's. Didn't have the right reflex, but well, I didn't have the reflex I said I should have. Turns out it was fine. I probably have a bit more reach by stabbing the umbrella than the sword. I wonder if there are regular enemies in there. Oh, you just pop it and that's it. Okay. Now I'm thinking back on pt9 arcade, and there were bits where I didn't go, and maybe I could have just gone there and poked one of those pustules or whatever. Maybe that the one between the trains too. That is a big thing. I'm gonna look around a bit more. Oh, you come back. Okay. Oh, there's a few of them. Ow, 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 ow. Gonna try and get the one at the back, but okay, so they come back automatically. They don't. It's not because I was away or anything. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Hey. I think that's all. So I can just run through. Though the train area I was thinking about, my wonder is how do I deal with that because of all the monsters that are down there. A lot of them looked hard, tough. I know I could just shoot it. And of course I can use the status resistance. Okay. That wasn't much. So I'll go back and rest. And maybe try the the area that's on the right here. Still have this to unlock. This one. So I guess that's where the... right after the scorpion-like thing. Not sure what to call it. Haven't got a good look at it yet. So yeah, I'm not sure about my new weapon yet. Okay, so so much for that. So I think what I want to do is maybe drop. Trying to target the other one. And I'm waiting for the thing to respawn so I can hit it. Not sure if I have iframes, but yeah. Hopefully I can climb out. Well, that went pretty well. Just before, with only one heal taken, I might just go. So does this thing respawn? It does. So that tells me that I didn't need to fight the one I left down there. All the better. Oof. Was a bit stressful. I keep thinking that I see a blue item. Okay. Any other enemies around you should be aware of? Doesn't seem like it. I'd say it's more a manticore. And I keep bouncing off it because, yeah, it's hard. But if I can set it on fire, at least that deals a bit more. Oh, I thought it was gonna slam its tail. Oof. The delays. Maybe I should have used the Flamberge for that. Ow. Second swipe? No. So yeah, it swipes its tail, but it doesn't like it. It doesn't smash it down. Oops. It's funny how it charges and it's just completely missing. I don't know if it's blind. Kind of a lucky dodge there. Well, not a dodge, but a parry. Okay, it's shocked. I'm out of fulminous. Okay, I tried to block and it wasn't that good. Oh, so it does slam it down. Oh, I can't use that. Okay. Because I bounce off any like heavy, well, charge attack that is two-step like that doesn't work against it. I think another one like my glaive would have worked. Okay. Murderer puppets amulet. Increased damage inflicted on humans. Oh. They're pretty rare enemies so far, but maybe when we get to the Alchemist Guild, we might fight a few more. I don't know if they're all gonna be carcasses. I mean, the joy of having killed a human lies dormant within the clockwork heart. I will kill anything that resembles a human. Don't quote me on that. I was just reading the description, okay? Huh. This is what I suspect is the shortcut. There's a few options there. Might also like do both, but both paths. Anything here? No? It was only here. No, I feel like that's not gonna lead me to anything good, but let's explore this bit. Guess there wasn't much to see, but let's get inside the train. Huh. Hi. Not quite as much damage as I wanted. I really felt like there should be something here. That might... I think that's the train from the start of the game. The one where I didn't know where to go. I didn't notice this door. And the way they sort of laugh is creepy. Stone. I want the blue crescents. I forget what they're called exactly, but yeah, this is... I've perfected the greatest puppet. Now the child again. Can't remember if that was there at the start. I don't think I noticed it if it was there. I don't remember it being in that position either, but... So let's go back to the Stargazer. Didn't even notice, but it's probably a new number of the area. Yeah, we're Area 9 now. Might end up being a waste of time. I think I want to go back to the arcade. Also,
No matter what fate brings, serving her, welcome to her.
Oh yeah. These are the ones I wanted to buy. I think I'll buy all of them. That means I can't level up right away, maybe? Let's see.
Whatever choice you make,
Uh, I I do have enough. Okay.
whatever choice you...
It's easier to calculate like that. Okay. But now I don't have enough to upgrade my... maybe I can sell just a handful of things.
Serving her, welcome.
Don't think I can sell the Stardust. This one is Electric Blitz. Indian Magazine. So yeah. I don't use a lot of Fable. I think I'll sell a few of them. Okay. Is that enough to upgrade my sword?
I know my way around.
Okay, it's only 260. Now I would need a full moon. Didn't notice the damage difference, but I think it was a fair bit. She still hasn't cleaned up from a lot, I assume, like grease or whatever. Machine oil. Still not gonna buy the booster. I think it's good that they give you the option to buy a lot of stuff for the cube, because, you know, it's a consumable, so you kind of want to be able to keep it. So now, for sure, they still give you enough quartz to fill one of these and then one of these entirely. So more Fable slots, more grindstone uses, or perfect guard cause stiffness. Could be useful to get more hits in, but also could I? Yeah, I could. Whoops. Could come back there, but for now I prefer moving forward. I think this is gonna be fun. So, what do we have there? When seltzer could be good in a sort of emergency. Just another attribute resistance could be good. So. Still not sure about my Legion arm. And actually, maybe I can upgrade my... Because I didn't want to fully upgrade Fulminous. I didn't think it was worth having yet another... After... Like, sure, why not? Trying to... Bang! Yeah, it's pretty long, though. It's good against an enemy that's been knocked down, but... You can't really see it. Because there are no numbers, but... I think that's when the blue flame starts appearing. Let's actually switch it. And also, wasn't there? I just realized. That's what I thought. I don't really care about those. Your shield, this one is acid. I mean, I'll get it in case I want it sometime later. Landmine. I don't really care about. But I probably care about it more than shields. Let's use them. And yeah, when you modify... let's keep it at that. I was wondering if there was a way to change the scaling, but I don't think so. I was checking if she saw the picture, similar picture. Trying to remember where it was. Okay, it is there. It's Lorenzini. The first name, not his last name. Cryptic vessels. That I found only one. So I think, this way was the exhibition. But was there another path? Maybe I should try my sword again. Yeah, since I'm in an old area. Like I didn't check the damage, but okay. Now all the stats are better, except the weight and durability. Oh. Hey, I just sold those. Can't remember anything. Like I mean, I have vague memories of the stuff in here, but not. Oops. I can't even squeeze through. Okay, I have to just zigzag around. Though, this item I will never get. Right? I think. Because I think you needed the clown to open this. And I completely missed that. Oh no, they can go crazy. Okay. I wasn't sure. I feel weird that I missed that. But okay, it wasn't a big deal anyway, but... Okay. I am kinda lost, like I said, I don't remember. It's the disposition I forgot, not... Okay, so I think it's the only place I really didn't go to in the arcades. Just have to get this. This could be a good item. No, it was not. But you get a pretty gnarly visual there. There might have been another place like that, because I think I remember thinking Maybe I can do something about it. I'll come back later. Yeah, there's one there. Oh, it's just one of those, okay. I should have... Anyway, that worked out. Come here. Oh, there's a... No, that's not... Okay. Dropped an item there. Ah! Was that worth it? I don't think so, but... Let's get back. And then be a bit more methodical about it. Hello? Yeah, my weapon's nearly broken. Okay. Where's the source of this, though? I'm gonna use resistance. Another butterfly. Okay, it's right here. Oh no, the butterfly has shown itself. Chemical booster. This one wasn't really worth it, but... Okay. Try and get rid of the little one. Then the big one. Oh. It's not as big as I thought. Is there another one? Yeah. I wonder if I can drag it all the way, or... No, it only goes this far. It's only like one extra attack, so I don't feel too cheap. Haven't fought one of those in a while. Ah! Being thrown around. Yes, you walk back. I need to take care of this. Ah, no, 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 no. Just barely, okay. Oof. Oh, that's some good upgrade materials. Oh, and my resistance is, of course, no longer boosted. Okay, what's in there? Spear of Honor. Okay, get a bit closer, please. Keep forgetting that I should use a heavy attack. So I'm pretty sure I saw that and just forgot about it. I guess you could just run through and then... come back from this way. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't Don't need anything else from here. Don't really like spears. Yeah. It is a technique weapon, but anyway. Clutching nothing but their honor, the bastards charged forward, spears in hand. Honor or nothing, this was all the bastards, who were both aristocrats and stalkers, had left. Okay, so where is the way back? I feel like there was one connected to this, but what do you have for sale? Could be interesting to just buy every weapon, but electric chainsaw. I'm pretty sure there's a shortcut to the center around here. Yep. I think I could have used another teleport, but okay. Let's actually continue the game. Still not sure I'm liking the swords moveset as much. Maybe I should learn the names of my weapons. I think the umbrella is elegance and dragon sword. At least it's etiquette. Etiquette. And now I have a dragon sword. I know it's 2 dragons, but some more like dead matter or the remnants of hatching pods. Don't know which is the way forward. I'm gonna guess it's over there actually. Still don't know if there's a way back into that cave I saw. Nothing here? Trying to remember, but I don't think I found a quartz, right? It would have been on one of those. Okay, there's stuff here. It's pretty similar to where I just was. But I mean, it's part of the same station, so. Not enough. Wow, these guys are everywhere. How do I fight them? You know, when they freak out, you can keep your distance, but aside from that... a mess to fight. Okay, I think this was just a little bonus area. So that's fair. Master Chef's not. Just for fun. I don't really like the daggers. Oh, this one is actually a cleaver. Don't expect it to be good. It's still a being technique, but oops. Do I just press on? Yes. Also, I did raise my capacity, but I don't know if I can afford to change. Not quite, unless I put on something a little lighter. Something like that, but so 2.7 is too much, but maybe 2.0? No. 1 or maybe just a little over 1, but so yeah. More max stamina. Sure, why not? Seems like a trap. I wasn't born yesterday. I'm gonna have to try and recognize the place, because I have been here in the start of the game, so I remember the thing that I said was gonna be a boss, and it technically wasn't. Oh, come on. It was like I had no chance to avoid that. I guess the lesson here is you should be more aware of what's around, and all the enemies can still charge at you when you're busy with another one. Cause yeah, I vaguely recognize this place.
You lost, little lamb. Hand over all you've got.
Oh, a weasel. Fire is boosted a bit. Oh, I was healing.
To the needy.
Wow, calm down.
From the rich never gets old.
Oh, we've had some really big whiskers. Hi, Murph. Yeah, I was looking straight at the game for a while, so. Whoops. It's that way? I'm being turned around. Okay, now it's still gonna jump me, I think. A sword makes it a little easier to hit some things with, because you're slashing instead of stabbing.
You lost, little lamb. Hand over all you've got.
And he still has a retreating heavy attack. It's a fire axe, I think. It might be the same that I already have, technically. Hey, wow, my reach is not as much as I'm used. Ah, what was that?
Everything is upside down.
I like went sideways. I'm trying too hard to make the Legion arm work, but it doesn't work. I shouldn't try. The buff might be worth it, but Also, I'm pretty sure I could have bought some other grindstone and it just didn't. But yeah, I don't really want to use the murderer puppets amulet. I don't know how.
You lost, little lamb.
So yeah,
Hand
no
over all you
Legion.
got.
Missing every single parry. It's like she knows when I'm going to attack, or her attacks are somewhat faster than mine, but has computer reflexes. Might just be a bad coincidence.
Welcome to the city of the future, and the future is death.
Oh, I see the backstab thing so often, and I can never land it. Not sure if it's
You're
feasible.
greedy.
Oh! Rolled out of it, that's smart. Okay, got a little bit of damage in. Did I use it or? He moves back a lot too. So it's hard to land more than one hit in a row. It's so quiet. It's weird having a somewhat of a big fight, but no music. Hey. Come here. Oof.
In a city where
Oh.
everything is upside down, the strong rule.
Come on.
Not the wise. Stealing from the rich never gets old.
Sure about the vibration with feedback thing? You mean that I can learn the timing like that? Again, that's sort of weird. I don't know if that's my position or something, but sometimes I have like those spasms. Being nervous is really a big part of it. So, like if I look at my loadout, don't feel like I'm often gonna have more than a couple hits in a row. I know I have a bit of a window. Don't really need stamina. If I do something like this. Don't know how worth it this is.
You lost, little lamb. Hand over all you got.
Ah, you get kind of flinched too, so she can kind of combo you. I don't know if it turns out to be like a mandatory fight. But I will do it.
Welcome to the city of the future.
She's pretty resistant to status effects, I think. Or at least fire. I think I could punish that if I'm quick enough and oh, that's a pretty heavy attack.
You ought to give to the
Yeah, it's... I don't think I can stagger her with this weapon. Like, it's physically possible, but the timing is so awkward. I might try it again. And the fact that she doesn't flinch
in a city
is
where
really a
everything is
formidable
upside down,
opponent.
strong rule, not the wise. You ought to give to the needy.
I was kind of trying to do that. Hello? I'm astounded by the length of the combos that some enemies have. You can flinch her if the timing is just right. Yeah, but the more I fight her, the less I think she read my inputs. Oh! Didn't think I'd get a backstab there.
I just wanted a full belly.
Aww.
That's not so wrong.
Well, I shouldn't have just jumped me then. I don't feel that bad about it. And the game is good at making you feel conflicted about a lot of things that you do. But this time around, I think, like, I mean, she's literally attacking people, and I understand why she's like that. Like, there's still some nuance. But I mean, it was pretty much self-defense for me, so no, not really any guilt from me. For me. So I'm not gonna need the murder puppets amulet. Don't know how good this is though. It's mostly carcasses here, so this could be a good idea. But the region, I think, is good mostly for bosses. Ah, how does that happen? Never thought to use that. Like, Max Legion is good for some fights, I guess. I gotta be careful about my weight limit. It's 2.9. Yeah, there's a lot of factors to consider about Weasel's situation. Yes, I could use that, but it doesn't necessarily feel that Not useful most of the time. No. No, I'm still heavy. Yeah, so that's not the not the way to go. Yeah, she just basically jumped me, so no, I'm gonna have to get rid of this one for now. Yeah, the scaling on this, oh, it doesn't use motility at all, so just barely not enough. Sorry about that. Wait, there's something here. I know there was a collapse, but why did they have to cut off communication? Please let us out. That's kind of scary. But a bit weird that they wrote a graffiti like that. Graffiti. Didn't get there during the fight. Now this I recognize. I think this is where I fought the first tough battle. Not sure. It might have been around the corner. And I was coming down here and there was a shortcut. Souls-like. I knew there was gonna be a trap. Oh. Didn't get much of a chance of seeing their moves, because either I took care of them pretty quick, or it was chaotic, because there was the little tendril torso guys. They keep turning around just in time. Oh, hello. I don't know what you are, but I'm glad that I didn't have to find out this time. Alright. Just want to check back. What was the link emergency dodge? Dodge quickly forward. So you can do attacks too. It's kind of hard to weave into your attack patterns. They really like putting butterflies at inconvenient times. This time was good though. But yeah, it would be kind of disappointing if they were too easy to dispatch. They're not as like slippery as crystal lizards. Forgot the cat dust. I think it makes you quieter. These. Okay, no, I think that's the same thing. Okay. This leads probably to the Stargazer. If there aren't any enemies, I'm just gonna grab it and come back. I'll go back the way I came. See what was in that little corner over there. Yeah, I do recognize fair bit of it, but it's been a while. Yeah. Ah, and the stupid walls that you hit. It's interesting that they're the same enemies from the start of the game, but this time they've been possessed, so to speak. So I don't know if we take more damage both from the Puppet Destroyer amulet and the whatever Carcass Butcher, whatever it's called. Anyway. Yeah, there's nothing to do with that. And I think it was the same at the start of the game. I remember seeing, oh, it's just chains. And you see the big puppet that's there. And there's a note about how someone actually put that. Yeah, okay. Can kind of recognize some more of the beginning. Witness grace is shown on earth. Experience the future of the world. I don't know if I'll respawn here. Yeah, might as well. Not gonna go back where I was. Don't know. Okay, there's a Trinity room here. But I need the phone, and I feel like it's gonna be like after that. It's probably the last one. I don't know. One of those big guys that ended up not being that scary because they're so slow. Huh. Did not expect you to see me through that. We're set up as an ambush. Wah! I really like that costume though. Just dance with this sword. Oh. Okay, 2 was enough. Ooh. Okay, so it's a puppet with a big hammer kind of thing. Can I was trying to backstab it, but it freaks out. Ah. Huh. It's always funny when you interrupt the fury attacks. Oof. That was kind of a devious kind of attack combo. Because it pulls you in, then it goes for a fury. The fact that I got a little not stuck, but I hit the side of the like the box there really threw me off. That's an interesting comparison. Mjolnir. I'm impressed at the sheer amount of weapons that exist in this game. This guy is just vibing there, not bothering anyone. And wow, I did not expect you to go around so fast. I think I'll see if I can clear out some more puppets. Or carcasses, I guess. Yeah, I forgot there were dogs there, but Actually, at first it was just puppet dogs, so this one, I don't know. It feels like a real dog that's been infected. Oof. Ah, I was stuck on a horse. And a cart. Just burn it. Ooh, there's a third one. Ah, I didn't know I was so close. I prefer dodging than counting on tricky parries. Okay, I didn't use that much flame. Is there something here? It's on the other side. What is that? I think I'll go back after I cleared the area. That was a little risky. I didn't realize it was comboing. Um, hmm. Gonna try for a backstab again. Gotta be careful because they have pretty good detection. See? Oh, these guys probably explode. I thought they were dogs, but looks more like people on their unfortunate. This stupid wagon. Yeah, I got rid of one. I tried to roll. I tried. Well, at least now I'm not gonna do all the corners. I really didn't expect. Like, after the first one, I got a backstab in so easily. I did not expect to keep getting. It's weird how often things go well the first time, and then they don't the next. So I guess I just want to wait. Is the other one gonna come? No? Yes? No? Really? Don't know how to. Maybe if I get the other one to stop following me, I can do something with it, but. Now they're together. No. Going back to your post. Just really wanted to get my ergo. I'm gonna get it out of my hair. This one though. Huh, the dog is here too. Hey, I can leave you alive, okay? Not sure if that's a good idea, but... Okay, it's another one of those. I don't like that there are two now. They keep catching up to each other, so I don't know which one I should deal with. Okay, retreat. You're still that far? I don't like dealing with it that way, but it's pretty rough. Yeah, they all respawn. Okay, so those guys are there. I'm guessing this path is blocked. Yeah, I should go around the other way. I don't think I need to fight them, so... Don't really mind getting her attention. As long as there's nothing right there. Sometimes she flinches, sometimes not. Okay, so those guys didn't jump because I was far away enough. Kind of expected something to jump here. No. Damage that doesn't even make you flinch. Again, these are the ones you'd expect to blow up, but... Okay, one of these. Anyone else, though? Knock, knock. Just making sure I don't get any bad surprises. Don't think I can backstab that thing. No, I can't. I think it's one like the one in Malum. Just pulled my guard down right on time to get hit. Oh, missed me. I did not expect that, but... I'm bad at blocking. Huh. Oof, that was a close one. A Legion plug, so I can get the last arm. I think I'll keep pushing. Oh, this is finally open. Well, not finally, but I mean... Oof. I'm guessing he doesn't respawn. Because he dropped the Legion plug. It's kind of weird to sort of meta game like that. Okay. I want the special blue moon, full moon. You know. Just because this is pretty tough. I don't want to lose Ergo. Also, I could get my coins. Boy. And then maybe I'll be able to re-equip the combo amulet.
Whatever choice you make,
This is kind of like a heavy build. Yay! I don't combo quite as much with this one, but I can run in and out. Okay. Oh, I'm never sure how many times I have to press A. Let's get the last Legion arm, and maybe that's the last for good? I don't know. Could be interesting, maybe get an achievement for it, I don't know. Yes! Yeah. It's a little satisfying pop-up, but pretty pointless, honestly. I don't know that I'll try to get every achievement for the game, so. I used to be a little bit like that, unless, I tried for a while and it was really, really hard. But no, I don't really care anymore. Fairy Tale of the Three Brothers of the Workshop Tower. First part is torn off. Thus, there lived in Krot a technician who made a friendly three puppet brothers, an alchemist who breathed life into puppets, and a stalker who rectified puppets gone wrong. The three brothers built the craftsman's workshop tower and made phenomenal puppets. The puppets seemed as if they were alive. The good ones helped the people of Krot and worked hard, danced, and sang songs. The people were extremely glad, and everyone was happy. They said it's all thanks to the three brothers. The three good brothers lived happily ever after. So I don't know if in-universe this fable, like this fairy tale, inspired the people who made Krot, or if that was written after. And I don't know if like Geppetto and Venigni and Manus, I don't know. There's no stalker there.
I don't
I don't.
suppose you'd like to buy anything. Sorry, I've been on my own so long, my sales pitch is a little rusty. Hard to engage in trade when you're fleeing from monsters. Even if the abnormal has become normal, the living must live. Buy something, and you'll help both of us.
What do you do with that ergo, though? A shovel. You can become Shovel Knight. So I'm not gonna use this for now. But this is like, I feel like I'll need that. I'm not sure about the other one, but I'll eventually buy it. Oops, can I get enough? I guess I can. have all of them.
Buy something.
Maybe I should... No, that's abrasive, that's not a grindstone. I don't remember very well the names of the gadgets and stuff, so... This one would be good, but I think it's so much heavier. Right now it's... I mean, I don't combo that much, so maybe... It's better that way. Option... It wasn't a big threat so far. Maybe I don't need that much, but... Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Would have been pretty bummed if that wasn't an openable door. Oh, okay. Was gonna comment on how heavy the doors are, but this is something. At some point I said that maybe Jiminy is secretly a bad guy, but...
This used to be the workshop's transportation base, close to Krotz Central Station. Maybe that's why the puppets were so hell-bent on attacking the place during the frenzy. But I didn't see it myself. I didn't know the scale of it all. So let's add that earthquake to our list of strange and bizarre happenings in Krot and keep moving.
Yeah, I was also thinking Alidoro could be selling his supplies to like the alchemists, or not necessarily selling, but working with them nonetheless. Okay, so you can... He's coming. Okay. Okay, let's read that letter. No, not this one. This one. Love letter to my beloved Gideon. The world is dying. I hear news of the epidemic dozens of times a day. If, on top of this, I am not able to see you, I may suffocate and die. I'll wait for you at the sign tonight. As usual, don't be late, my love. This sign? Can I guess this is the side path? Yeah, I expected this guy to be there, so to speak. Not specifically one like this, but they're so slow with their attacks that I can backstab them. I guess that's the strat for them. Okay. Another one. So this, maybe you can go around. Now at this point, I'm pretty sure I've missed the path to the little catwalk in the cave after the swamp. I appreciate that the item doesn't get like what's the word, tied to the body. Because in Dark Souls you could lose the item. Oof. This is dangerous. I don't think the butterfly's gonna be here. I think it's gonna be where the two disruption crystals are. Maybe I wanna try throwing something. Oops. Come here. Oh, they really don't deal as much damage as I... Well, not just the damage, I mean they don't have as much health as I thought. Okay. But yeah, I was thinking maybe I have to jump over there, but I think it's a little too far. Oops. Pfft. Of course it would show up now. And what? It disappeared so fast. Is this a teleporting one and I never noticed, or? Could be that. Yeah, okay. I've just been so good at dispatching them quick that never saw that. I think this is gonna go back around that way, so let's go here first. Just be careful. These guys. Could this be a dog? I think maybe in the early game you could go there and there was something. Try and get only one of them to aggro me. Because when you had 2 plus the other kind of carcass, that's when it gets troublesome. See, I was right in being on my guard. It leaves a mist behind. So I'm not sure what that noise is. What's up here? Is there something in the back? Feels like there could be a trap, but maybe that's just where the other duck guy was. Okay, so I think I was right about... I was half expecting something to happen, but... Yeah. Okay, Radiant Ergo. Ooh. Almost fell off and missed this, but not a big deal. Let's just stay on the safe side. Been doing pretty good. I got hit only once, and I think I was blocking too. Oh, that's a big guy. Oh, it's one of those. But, you know, with added decay tendrils. Okay. I think I was scared a little for nothing, but... Might not respawn since that. No, I think this is just regular stuff. Ah, stop. No! I don't think it's a problem that I healed when I didn't really need to. Okay. Maybe I should have used a heavy to... I think if you can go there, you could like jump back here, but I don't see why we would do that unless that's the way back after like going through some secret stuff. I'm not even gonna bother going to the Stargazer. Because I think a few enemies might respawn on the ways. Anyone here? No? I kinda like the slanted buildings that kind of, I don't know, sank or something. They say when crystal appear from the ground, it's a sign of the end days. It's the end. We're all going to die. Everyone's going to die. So I don't know if they've just been like brought up from underground, and that's the, you know, the sources of Ergo. Instead, some kind of, for all we know, it's alien. That's how I understand it so far. Oh. Okay, it's here, but I don't know that I really need to break it. It's kind of satisfying. Although, that might be something that damages my weapon, I'm not sure. Yeah, I've had a video on my to watch later list for a while about why the lore of this game is genius. Obviously, I want to wait till I'm done playing. Ah, I hate this. I think I fought one of those before, but it's been so long I don't remember. Not only I don't remember like what the fight is like, but I don't even remember if I saw one of those. So now, what is this place like? I think I can just go around. Was it here? No, I think it was up there, but I want to break this first. Yeah, it seems to damage my weapon quite a bit. Actually, there's a second one. No, that's not the one. It's weird. From an angle, you'd say, oh, that's how it goes. From another angle, no. Okay, so at least... Okay. Now I have a reason for looking at the blue stuff. It really is here. It's just not an item. I guess now I have the fire buff. I don't think there were enemies here. Okay. was gonna attack and I don't know, it just didn't go through. How many attacks can you have in a row? And it's like quick attacks are, don't mean quick succession, but some of the smaller looking ones are actually more damaging than the big ones. Oof. Oh, extra heavyweight frame. So I'm guessing this doesn't respawn. So if I compare it, pretty heavy. And yeah, that's a product developed by Arch, the Ironworks factory. It was made with the increased durability rather than weight reduction in mind. I think I'll be fine. No, not quite. So what can I do? This one is only 2. Here we go. I don't know that I'll need that, but... Okay, any traps here? Ooh, one of those tanks. They brought the vats here. Maybe they've set up a new workshop. Because I don't know at what point I'm still in the normal crotch streets and when I'm in... Oh, I guess they had their workshop out there. It's just that there's a secret underground part. What do I have? I do have quite a bit, so I could... Not quite enough to level up. Could buy some stuff. Yeah, I don't know if this leads to the boss. Look like a nemesis, or I'm not sure. One of the big bads from Resident Evil. I don't know that series very well. I think it's Nemesis. Of course, the alchemists have also augmented themselves. Don't think I can backstab them. I'm stuck in a corner. Hesitation is defeat. Oh, he was just chilling there, bothering nobody. Maybe he could have come back in my... gotten into my back. Anyway. Are there multiple here? Don't think so. So that's a sword king he has. There are multiple. Well, at least, like, just noticed the big manticore scorpion thing on the big circle. Like, You see it? I think I'm gonna use... Maybe I can keep that. And use... Chimney's protection. If I could see what I'm doing. Damn, that combo. By which I mean like these two are teaming up. Got me a little bit of health back. I'm still protected. I don't know if the carcass thing works on them. Gonna assume that it doesn't. Maybe switch to the human thing. I mean, they're both technically, so. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It's good when the enemies don't, like, of course it makes it harder, but it feels so cheap when you can... Huh. I don't know why you can do that, but... So yeah, I don't know why some of them get staggerable so easily. Yeah, he's right here. Oof, that was lucky. Haven't said that in a while. Oops, what? Seriously, sometimes the direction is really surprising. But luck is better than nothing. Sure, now I can't recover that. But... Okay. Anyone else? Yeah, I missed my chance. Okay. It came back. I don't understand how it works. That's probably gonna be a note or something. Primer for workshop technician. Subtitle: Do you want to become a workshop technician? A primer for aspirants. No other city in the world today has been receiving more attention than Krop, the city of puppets. Back when the almighty V visited, it was still just a fishing village. It has undergone a brilliant change in the past 30 years, spurred by Krot's puppet industry. The puppets made in Krot's workshops are known for using new technology that is on a different level from their competitors. The workshop puppets are intricate like humans, and they perform their master's orders so naturally that people wonder if they have souls. Many competitors tried to replicate the workshop's special mechanical hearts, only to fail and prove the outstanding gap between their capabilities. The monopoly on this special power stone ergo, and the skills to optimize its efficiency, those are what give Krot's workshop its edge. But the workshop's beginning wasn't always smooth. The workshop's history begins with one legendary craftsman, and his records are great manuals for the apprentices. The legendary craftsman G, probably Geppetto, and V was Vanini, of course. Every technician knows about. The next page we'll learn about his achievements. Committed. Yeah. Don't need to read all of that. Just a dead body. Okay. Okay, that's that. Could I have gone there all along? No, I couldn't. Okay, so... How do I drop down here safely? Bro, jump scare. Okay, here seems pretty fine. Oh, okay, I didn't expect to make it out so easily. I'm pretty sure I have plunging attacks in this game, it's just that you don't often get the chance to do it. I forgot. How did I forget? It just happened. Okay. Good. Would have been weird if it had been some kind of explosive, because he just blew up. It would didn't stay intact. It's kind of scary. So what's here? Please don't be a weapon. Special crowd supply box. Well, I do have a lot of ergo, so I was gonna go back soon. Let's just press on and see if I can find the next stargazer. Okay. Alright. Is this where I came from? Yeah, it is. Forgot this is short-term memory, right? So, you open a ladder, which... I don't know, I feel like I didn't see that, but maybe it does lead back to a place I've been before. I don't want to drop down if... I really don't see how relevant that is, but I don't know. Okay, that's just the stargazer from the beginning, okay. And this is... I just want to check, but... I can't remember. Anyway. So, the supply box, that's probably the last one. Maybe get an achievement for that, like, yeah. Pretty sure I got one for Pulcinella. And we're not gonna level up yet, because there might be some
No
good
matter
stuff.
what fate brings, serving welcome. This is a supply box.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
shall open it and add it. No matter what fate serving welcome.
Oh ho! So I'm gonna buy only one for now. And upgrade.
I know my way around.
I imagine you might be able to upgrade it again with 2 or something, yeah. So with 16,000 I could upgrade it again. I'm gonna stick with it. Actually, I do have some... Oh, that's not that much, actually. I thought they gave me more. Let's slot in that quartz. Didn't check the last. Actually, I only checked half of the possibilities. It's here. Didn't check those. Don't really need that. Not super useful. So there was something that was a low level that I kind of wanted to keep, but I forgot. Yeah, I think that's it. But we'll see next time for that. And I'll take a quick break just under the tree and harvest it before going back to the game. Be back in a moment. And we're back. Whatever. Just in a minute, but I don't want to be boring like that. Anyway, you know I don't use it much, so. I guess, you know, having lighter, like, equipment load can be useful. Now this time I did shift my position, so can't be too surprised that my controller disconnected. Oh, okay. That was literally the same thing. Ah. The more I look at my name in the car, the more I think that's probably kind of the wrong way around. It's not making the right part pop out. I've been wanting to maybe redraw my character a little bit. You're here now. Well, wasn't a big deal. Okay. Just lower my monitor a little. Really? You're gonna do that? This is weird because I feel like it was something different than usual. It just was stuck and I had to unplug it to get it to stop. This is a little off-putting. I have to remember that the train station has a Trinity room. Huh. This is a little bit scary. Hopefully there's not a bunch of them. Why did I try to dodge? Okay. Oh, I just noticed you have a knife on top of your, like, machete or whatever that huge thing is. Oh, okay. At least it's not too much damage. Oh, the timing. Well, never mind. Oof. I disrupted your disruption. Also, just in time to set you on fire. There's 2 of them! I don't like this! It's already a handful when there's only 1. Although it seems to be less active, kind of like the Black Rabbit boss fight. The Brotherhood or whatever, you know. The siblings. Blocking works well, actually. Not with that. Come on. I don't know if I pressed it too lightly, but... Oh, and it's annoying having to climb all the way there, but it doesn't seem like it'll be too hard of a fight. Though I will probably change... yeah, no, that's... Disruption... Stamina is pretty useful. But I'm pretty heavily loaded, so to speak. Oops. I'm confused. It's here. Yeah, I don't think I actually pointed it out. I was kind of trying to, but I lost my train of thought because of what was happening. But I feel like I can hear him like grunting or something, panting. So it certainly makes him sound like he's getting more human for sure. Come on! It's really hard to heal in this fight, sometimes. Oops. Again, I'm surprised at how little damage the Fury attacks do sometimes. Seriously, I guess I never realized how long it took to heal. Okay, so it's right there. That's why I was confused, like trying to follow the path, because it's kind of like I remembered unconsciously that it was the short way around. Or the one that's angled normally, you know. But if you go straight for it, unless, I don't know if there's some randomness there. I was there? You heal and it makes you heal. Okay. Huh, you do that now. Ah. I'm dead. Oh no, okay. You recovered all your posture now. Press the wrong button. I'm dead. No. Oh. That might be it. I don't think it is. Not quite, but almost. Oof. Do I keep going? I guess. I know I have very little left. Also, what is that durability? Did I change anything? No, I didn't. So I can buy my upgrade materials now? Victor could not be completed. Right? May she become the owner of the truly complete elixir. So I don't know if they're talking about her or someone else. So Victor was not actually complete, I guess. Unless he was completed after that, but yeah, now we're heading for the actual, like... Ooh. Ooh.
The hotel is under attack.
Huh.
Everyone's in danger. Head to the hotel and hurry.
Communication through ergo. An interesting part.
That's Spanish, right?
Quite the performance, Papa Chipetta. But your lies will be useless in the new world. The world of truth. But you are worth studying in the meantime.
What could it be? Come on, pal. No time to lose.
I was thinking of going back right away. Oh, it just led me back. No, that's not the same place. So can I just go back to... Oh, I can level up here. But I don't really want to.
The Stargazer isn't transmitting.
Of course.
Why? Ah, this was a bust, pal. Let's get back to the hotel, quickly. You know...
Surely.
Walking works. Let's walk.
I'm not too surprised. I can't really do anything with that for now. So this would be the way to the hotel. Maybe it's gonna be a different way. I don't know.
Oh no. Hey, so there's something horrible in front of the hotel. It might be worse than what we saw at the cathedral.
Ooh.
Alright, tighten up your springs and let's go.
Well, if he's gonna be like that, I'm gonna try and go there first. You know, don't waste any time. Ah, but what about the optional items? Can make me stronger, so also should I don't know how much more damage it deals. This looks pretty big for a side path. This might be where you have to go later. Oh, I'm glad I went. You're a poser. That's scary. Don't know.
I think you get the charm behind these riddles now, yes?
Yeah.
Charm. What? You felt threatened?
Hello.
Sometimes it's good to trust your feelings. A metaphor is a tool for hiding horrifying truths. It is a creation unique to humans. Now then, another question. Not a riddle, no rhymes. Just a question. For you. Ergo does not appear out of thin air, so where did all those puppets get all that? Ergo.
Do I tell him?
Yes, always leave them laughing. That's
What?
the king says. So, take this key, please. Then I say, up with yes. Till we meet again. I trust you'll remember I lead the club, true, but I'm also a member.
So right now I don't think I can go back to where that. Oh. Ah. Okay, so is this a puppet, a carcass, or both? I actually tried to parry it, but it was too far. Did not expect it to have such a short range after all that I've seen. Okay. Again, not sure about taking this path. I might as well heal. Feel like there's gonna be an enemy somewhere here. Doesn't seem like it. So, this has been a pretty big area. Really makes me feel like that's the way forward, or like maybe not for now but for the next one. But no, it seems it was just, yeah. Huh. Okay. Though I don't like that. He said there's something ahead. There's probably gonna be a Stardust receptacle or whatever it's called, so I'll wait before changing my loadout. Ooh. See, I got a little bit extra airgo thanks to that. It's weird because it's gonna. It seems like it's gonna be another fight in the same spot as the first boss fight, so I don't need that. Weighs only 1.4. I think I'll combo that much. And also, is it a puppet or... It could be both. It could be vulnerable to both. What was that again? It's not gonna come into play that much, is it? Maybe the extra heals are gonna help. I forgot to buff. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Though the decay... just missed it, and now I'm in trouble. Oh, come on. It's so delayed. Took a page out of Elden Ring. Really? Forgot if I could the one with the heal preservation. Wow. I really cannot dodge or block or whatever. I just realized that is the first boss. I didn't even look at its name. It's Corrupted Puppet Master. Parade Master, actually. Yeah, I was really going nowhere with that anyway. Hopefully I can finish it today. But yeah, it's weird that he compared it to the cathedral when we had other things. But I don't know if that's gonna be like harder than the swamp thing. It didn't seem to really do anything, so... Don't really use that. Perfect berries are really not with me right now. Um, hmm. Let's just go with that, and maybe. Uh, hmm. it, I don't know what I pressed. Huh. Well, never mind then. Gonna have to try and set it on fire. Oh, I didn't check. This is decay. Yeah, okay. And this one is mostly from Slash, but I might want to resist strike more. Also, I'm lighter now, so maybe I can. Yeah, okay. Not feeling it, but you know, it's always like that when you start a boss. Also, this one doesn't seem to offer you the chance of summoning, so that's interesting. Somehow that missed me. I don't like being so close. Okay, I can set them on fire fairly easily, I guess. Just need to keep the pressure on. My stamina got broken. Okay, that was pretty scary, but I ended up doing it. Oh, that was a grab. What is the telegraph for that? That move is so different than what you'd expect. Yeah, I have to remember that I can dodge. But what is that? Was I pinned or just happened to be in the wrong angle, like stuck on its arm? It also feels like it's gonna be just a first phase. Could have been worse. Huh. Did I burst something just now? So dodging is the way to go here. And I'm done with my flames. Ah! But yeah. Seems like it's just the first phase because went pretty easy. But then again, you know, no summon, it might just be like a mini boss. At least, you know, I learned a bit more about the way I want to fight it. But you do get a fog wall or whatever we want to call that. Try to roll under it, but spinning. This is a scary one. Okay, no, it wasn't what I thought. It's on fire, that's good. Oops. Should have watched out for the hit back. This, okay, went better than I feared. grill his ass. Man, can you imagine the stench, though? Burning that decayed stuff. I thought there would be another one, and somehow I think it gets back up if you're too much on the side. No, I can run. I don't have to keep hopping. I'm dead. Okay, not quite. Didn't even proc the decay. Okay. Ooh. Oh, now I'm decaying. Ooh. Okay, I need to... I don't know what to say. I have to regroup. Huh, okay. I kind of expected it to just be one phase, because... Ooh, a full moon stone and a quartz.
So what's happening now? Let's get back to the hotel and our friends.
Yeah. Wow, that was a lot of ergo. Don't really need that. Not sure which one is gonna be more relevant. Guessing there's not gonna be much in terms of puppets in the way, more like... I feel like it's gonna be people or mutants. I'd forgotten all about this place. Of course, I just remember Polandino asking you if you're a human. Huh. Oh, so it's not immediately there. There's some kind of courtyard at the front that I didn't remember. Or never noticed. Oh wow. Hypocrite. Okay. Oh, this stargazer is inactive, it seems.
You're alive.
But I
I was
rekindled
worried
it.
because I didn't hear from you. The stalkers have kidnapped Geppetto.
No.
It was the fox, the cat,
No.
the Black Rabbit Brotherhood.
They're together.
But really, I sent Simon.
Yeah,
and
maybe they're just mercs.
First, go to the second floor and make sure everyone is okay. I'll try to figure out where they ran off to. Antonia might know a secret passage.
He's still alive.
Try asking her.
She said it was open only on their end. Is this gonna be considered another place? I don't think so. Might as well level up. I'll wait. I'll wait and buy some stuff. She didn't say Alidoro was part of it, but... Like, I don't think he was. But if he was, I think it would be more like he led them there. There's nothing here. What a mess. A little bit too much in a way. I think that was the way to Rosa Isabel Street. I feel like there's something missing either there or over there.
Who's there? I'll never open this door. You might as well give up. Oh, it's you. Is it safe out there?
As far as I can tell, it is.
Okay, come in.
I'm sorry, child. Geppetto has been kidnapped.
Yeah, I've been told. Huh. Kinda weird because you'd expect them to have piled everything in front, but that was too quick to be that. So can I just by myself? Yeah. So now I be able to. I keep forgetting. And get an extra use out of my grindstone, but what do I want there? Durability isn't like that big of a deal. I'm hungry. Okay, what's there? Consumable could be kind of interesting, I guess. It's the more like the grindstone that I wanted to get longer. And I don't know if they power by the same amount. I think I'll go with that so I can. Yay! Got an achievement for phase 5. Oh, you can equip a second Legionnaire. That's where it was locked. So I don't know, maybe there's only 4 quartz left in the game. Maybe not. Guard regain. Not super interesting. Staggerable window. I did use it, but I don't necessarily feel like I need that. So maybe another cube use, but I don't use them that much. I think I'll go for staggerable window. Let's see what the other effects are. Anyway, let's talk to the people.
You're here. That's a relief. Being trapped somewhere.
She has some red in her
It's the
hair.
worst. It's good to be free. Oh, sorry. I should be thanking you first.
No, that's fine.
When you came in, you reminded me of the Hound.
Huh?
Probably because both of you saved my life. Thank you so much.
He still hasn't, like, showed his
You have
cards.
my personal thanks for saving Master Vanini, sir. Do look after him, won't you, sir?
Pretty single-minded, but I mean.
Thank you for another timely rescue, compagno. I seem to find myself once again in your debt. I talk a big game, but when push comes to shove, I freeze. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. Surely there must be something that only I, in all my genius, can contribute.
You've already
But if there is not,
helped a
then
lot.
Benigni is here to help you in any way he can. Fear not.
It was a planned ambush. I'm afraid there's nothing we could have done about it. More than anything, I'm concerned about how it shocked Lady Antonia. All this mayhem is certainly going to affect her condition.
I never imagined the stalkers would dare attack the hotel. What's going on?
She's so confused about everything.
I'm sorry, child. Geppetto has been kidnapped. The alchemists planned the whole thing. All while we were hiding here. I certainly didn't expect an attack on the hotel. The possibility never crossed my mind. However,
Really?
I think we can track them down. My portrait. Behind it, lies a passageway to their
What?
The hotel had an accommodation with the alchemists.
We've already talked about it.
Long ago. Play this chord on the piano in my
Mm.
room. It'll open the secret passageway, and you can save Geppetto.
Okay, things are going back to relative normalcy. It's kind of weird that Janjo isn't there, but I guess like he's optional, so he just hid there. They never came here because they knew Geppetto wasn't here. Don't know that he'd have anything else to say. Huh?
Mr. Stalker, it's you. I thought it was the intruders again. It's a relief you're safe. I was helpless, hiding the entire time. This is my first time coming back out. You surprised me.
There's no
But
shame.
Make no mistake. You're always welcome here, Mr. Stalker. Let me know if there's anything you need. Stalker, please.
Yeah, okay, and it's too late for Antonia's cure too. Not that it I intended to, but anyway. Okay, let's buy some upgrades and stuff. Yeah, so things are still pretty messy.
It was a planned ambush, more than anything.
Yeah.
No matter what fate brings, serving welcome.
Okay. Oh. Start by upgrading the weapon.
You're here. That's a relief. It's good to be free. When you came in, Alidoro
It's a bit
he
annoying.
disappeared while fighting those stalkers. Worst case scenario.
Mm.
Ugh, I shudder to think. There's already too much death in
I
this
think they're
city.
hinting at
I just want safety for everyone at the hotel.
how
at least.
he's
That's why I should make sure you're well armed. If you need anything, just ask.
Alidoro is probably allied with the other stalkers. Ooh. I wonder if I get something for a normal weapon to be maxed. And it's pretty cheap, so. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for another timely Surely there must... Ah, looks like you've dealt with the puppets menacing the hotel steps in your typically dashing style. That should give us more than enough readings to analyze. The King of Puppets used carefully measured ergo wavelengths to control other puppets. But that's just the means to an end. We still don't know if the frenzy arose by the King of Puppets, or if someone else is pulling the strings. No pun intended. I must find a way to prevent puppets from hurting any more humans. The tragedy of Arlecchino must remain a one-time performance. These records are like a
Harlequin.
puzzle wrapped in riddles. But I always did love puzzles. The light shines brightest in the darkest times, and you will be the first light. I am counting on you. I always welcome friends. Ah, thank you for coming. I was going a bit stir-crazy, as the poets say, cooped up in the hotel. Why don't I read the contents? I'm sick and tired of reading conversations between society's elite.
Aren't you one?
hide these, kill that, steal those. It's all the same.
What?
And the people who want them deciphered act as if it's the end of the world if they can't read them immediately. Tiresome. I am a simple, albeit brilliant man. Solving the code is what makes me happy. And with a friend at my side, what more is there to wish for? Perhaps sometimes I share too much. Thank you for listening. A little extra for you in there, my friend.
Is there? Aha! So I was wondering, I thought maybe now that there's been the earthquake, it's gonna be open or something, but no. Orders, find the cave blocked off by metal bars in the barren swamp. There is a reward at the end of the new road. There's a place called Hermit's Cave. An old man who went crazy after losing his family locked himself up in there to pray. It's strange it's strange in this age to hear about such a medieval-sounding story in Krat. But one thing's clear, it's a good place to hide treasure. Let's forget about the crazy old man, hide the stolen goods, and take them back out once it quiets down. Who in their right mind would imagine there's treasure deep in a cave in the barren swamp? Once this panic is over, we'll be rich with the things we squirreled away. That kid's clothes seems like good quality too. Maybe that Wolf girl fixed them up. Okay, but that doesn't really tell me how to open it. Did I get some ergo? I did. Might not be quite enough to level up though.
Soon, but be warned. You're walking into truth.
Yeah. Oh.
I escaped from there. I had to leave a lot behind. And that is why I woke you. Like you, clever one. I am more than I appear to be. I'm ready for you to see the real me. Show me that you're ready too. Please.
Guess that's gonna be at the end.
Save us. Save Krat. I knew it. There is a secret passage. The stalkers must be getting information from the alchemists. It might be the only path to their base. Hurry. Whatever choice you make.
I'm just short, like, not even 500. I was wondering if I can get another
Do look after at the house of
grindstones. Yeah. I was wondering if they're guard performance, stagger attack, critical rate. I didn't know that was a thing. Didn't notice I had those, so I'm just gonna buy all of them to use when needed. I'll buy it just so I have it. Yeah, so I don't need regen, so heavier load. Gonna go with, I don't know, slash. So this one is a lot more protective against. Yeah, it feels like this one is the most balanced, so to speak. Not really. I don't think there's a lot of pierce. So I don't even remember exactly where it was. Yeah, did you see it? Can you see the monster? Sweepers have joined hands and the whole families that have minting crop. Huh, it is open. Let's talk to him first.
Life is short, and life in Krat is shorter.
Yeah.
I reckon I should cherish what time I've got. All I can do is keep plugging away. If you come back by, say hello.
It is open.
You never heard of Alidoro? He's a treasure hunter and one of the best. And unlike a lot of the riffraff in Krat, he's not a thief. He's a pro who excavates antiquities methodically. And professionalism is important when you're talking about Ergo. Just mention Ergo, and everyone cares about the history behind the ruins. That's why Alidoro has the reputation he does. The quality of his information and the condition of the antiquities are on another level. I know there are rumors about Alidoro lately, but
really?
I know jealousy when I hear it. The rumors? Well, for starters, they're nonsense. Alidoro is the last person you'd suspect of crimes like fraud, theft, and assault.
Maybe not all of them.
Crazy. I've even seen a wanted poster of him. Those alchemists must be behind it. Those guys act like they own the ruins, and they don't want treasure hunters to earn an honest living. I mean, come on. We're talking about the Alidoro who saved all those lives in the workshop tower rubble. So, no, I don't believe a word of it. Ugh, would you get a load of this? I grabbed it as a souvenir, but it's just malicious propaganda. You take it.
Interesting. A conman who calls himself a treasure hunter wears a hound mask, charged with fraud, impersonation, theft, assault, and other serious crimes. He's very good at tricking people, so watch out. Yeah, I'm getting this feeling, and I like the big bad wolf. Yeah, I guess I saw it wrong. At first I thought he was wearing a bonnet, like dressed up as grandma, but that's what he reminds me of. A wolf in sheep's clothing.
Shorter. All I can do is keep...
So.
My treasure? Well, this is what I've got so far. It's a cryptic vessel. A sort of cipher device, but I don't know how it works. I don't want to throw it away. I think it's a clue to some stolen goods. I found it between the corpses of two thieves who died fighting over it.
The guys who wrote the first one.
No honor among thieves. But I can't make heads or tails of it. If you want it, it's yours.
Yes, please. I know who could translate it, decipher it. Okay, what's in here? A note? No. Tripwire, yeah. I saw it just as I touched it. Okay, this is more like just a track. Don't know if I should be going back to Venigni right away. This is a whole new area. So just in case the hint that this gives refers to here, if that's what's in the message, I'll go talk to Venigni again. It's weird that you barely ever get any of those encoded messages, and then you get two like very closely connected. It makes sense lore-wise that they use those. Attacked Hotel Crab. Yeah, it's like a different place now.
I always welcome. There you are. Now, just leave this to me. done and done. You will find Venigni always seeks to rise to the challenge at hand.
Orders, an old shack in the Tomb slums in Malum district. Okay, so completely different place. Look for the bleak tree and laundry line and enter the shack next to them. Okay, so this place in the picture. Appendix. An agreement is attached for mutual trust. I kept hiding the stolen goods in the barren swamp and realized something. Ah, I'm never going to return if I keep going to the swamp. All I've known is the life of a thief. But I don't want to die now. So we're returning to our sweet home. Even if the Black Rabbit Brotherhood is making trouble, we were technically before them in the Malum district. In the slums, you follow the slum rules. First, bring the stolen goods to our old base. So he was right. We may be dumb, but we're loyal, unlike the rich. Here's to a lifelong friendship. And then they they killed each other. So I don't remember the slums very well. First, when I saw the picture, I thought more of the Moonlight Town. Keep out. Oh, there's one of those there. I think, yeah, I fought her and didn't really think much of her at first. Is this the one where you have to drop and yeah, I won't be able to go back? Yeah, it is. Okay. Time to teleport again. Might be mistaken, but I think that's the part like before you take the sort of tram up. Oh, and was this where there was like a device I could not use? And a kind of little cemetery. Oh, here is filled with corpses, well, carcasses. Okay, could have gone worse. It's a lot of items. Again, I could have some places. And when you've leveled up with your weapon, am I right? Yeah, I could be mistaken between Malum and Moonlight. The bear. But I want to go back and see if I can find the little thing I was thinking of. It's not gonna be here. Maybe I should just take the lift, but I feel like I'll be more thorough if I go the other way. Yeah, broken stargazer. Child was a blessing and family nice. Rest in peace. Still not sure. But I know that the bottom of the elevator is kind of a bad spot to be before clearing up the place, because there's a bunch of things on rooftops. And, well, you come all the way here. Trying to see if there's a bear trap I could use, but doesn't seem like it. Also, where did that dog come from? Oh, ran out of stamina there. Again? Oof. Okay, that was kind of lucky at the end there. Was out of stamina, but managed to flinch it. I thought it was a bear trap that he just stepped into. So I think that one is the optional area. And that way is towards the town. Because I think I remember running from the bear that way. I heard the noises, but I didn't know what that was. Come here, good dog. Oh, you're not looking at me? Too bad. So it was just a way under, right? I don't know. I'm lost. Yeah, I'm back here. So I had to go that way after all. I was thinking because this is optional, but this isn't. This is the real way. Okay, so there's a clothesline, but no. Oh yeah. At first I was like, there's a ladder here, but no, it's a thrower. No, it might be a ladder. I don't know, it moves. It really looks similar. Which might be just, you know, a trap. It's weird seeing a number on the grindstone. Where are you? Here? Okay. Oh yeah, remember this guy was a little bit tougher. Not just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it really looks like a ladder that I didn't bring down. Why did it look like it was moving? It's probably like the flies are around it. Maybe the tree. So I see a tree in a clothesline. That looks like the spot. Gonna have to go around, I think. There's an item here. There's no way to get up here. Let's try going around. Don't know if this is like new. That you can go there. How would you go from there? Here? I guess. Don't know if they would drop on me. You know, it's at least it's kind of chill, so. Bit of a end of the stream quiet, although I probably have time to go. Yeah, it's. Maybe I just never went there, but. Don't remember you.
They sent you, didn't they?
Sort of.
Guys blabber about loyalty, but when the chips are down, they'll stab each other in the back. I
Yeah.
don't know what's inside, and I don't really care. Take it with you and hurry.
I don't even remember seeing anything about... a locked door. I'm guessing it's right here. Right here. Oh-ho.
Love watching people fall into a trap. Never gets old.
I have to be right up against them to do that. But that wasn't enough to one-shot. So maybe just 2 lighted axes. What it takes. Anything here? No, okay. Feels like I should be able to go there, but at the same time, what would be the point? Nothing here? That place was like nothing. So the thrower, explosive thrower I was thinking about was actually just in the Moonlight Town. Life amulet +1 and a Legion caliber. So I'm guessing this is, yeah, the same thing, but stronger. Not super interested, but... Okay, let's go back to the swamp. I don't think there's any enemies here. Okay, wasn't sure. Why do they always make like huge pits and like... I guess, you know, from a game design point of view, it's kind of a funny trap. But most of the time it doesn't make sense. So I wonder where he went. Maybe he went back to the hideout. I doubt it. Wait. No, that is here. At the bridge. Yeah, that tip I knew about. That was pretty obvious. Okay. I don't know if he'll have anything new to say. I imagine he won't, but... Well, maybe I can say it was really about stolen goods.
Life is short. All I can do is keep...
Yeah, no, there's nothing. So the trap does reset. Okay, a new place to explore. And that might connect to the spot I saw in the cave after the boss. You know, it's in the same general area. Oh, a disruption crystal. Weird. I just barely avoided the tripwire. Well, the arrows from the tripwire. Wasn't that much damage though. I thought I was dealing more damage than that. Okay, I didn't get set on fire though, so... Okay, this is just like an area to fight in. Took a while for the ergo to come. Since that seems to connect, I'll try and drop there. Whee! Okay, that was kind of close. Oh, he saw me. I don't know. Maybe I can drop, but I don't think yet. No, nothing here. This is scary. We're in Blight Town right now. Okay. Feel like the Okay, no, I was really from a distance I thought that was on one of the like rafters. The beams. Anyone here? So I could use a ladder like a normal person, or... well, I thought there would be carcass here to drop on. I expected it to be a text. Someone's report notes notebook. This place is contaminated too. There isn't much extra water left. The kind hermit helped me, but he knows he's not going to last much longer either. Terrible mutations from the side effects of the putrefaction disease neutralization process. Yeah. Many people of Kraut will turn into carcasses, the alchemist's monsters. My friends are the only thing that comes to mind in my final moments. Lumaccio is ill. Sofia is missing. Oh, Lorenzini lost hope. H is dead. And here I am, Medoro. So the guy who wrote the travel guides, or maybe sponsored them, and I think he's the writer, is friends with Sofia and Lorenzini. So, you know, Venini. Who's H, though? And does it matter? And who's Lumaccio? We risked our lives and fought from each post. But sometimes there are no rewards. Still, some things are left. Something even power and lies can't hide. The truth. Well, sometimes. Someone will unearth the truth. Someone will unveil the lie. Taking the extra step forward for the people coming behind. I believe that was my role. I am Midoro the reporter. My weapon was my pen and the truth. Now I leave my records to you who visit this place. That's sad. I don't know what happened to him after. Doesn't sound like he made it. I'm getting a lot of ergo here. Okay, there's no ambushes here. Oh, there's a trap. So there was an ambush after all. But yeah, there's no point in going this way if they connect. I have no idea what the trap would be, so let's be careful. Oh, I'm pretty sure it would just be the arrow shooters. Again, I could perform a drop attack. Is there anyone walking around? There's one, but it's kind of far. Trying to see which is the best angle. Okay, someone's gonna come here. No? Yes. So what's here? Please, not another weapon. quartz. Okay, this one has probably seen me. I think I'm gonna heal because that's a risky fight. Oops. Maybe I'll want the combo amulet at some point, but it clings to life. Okay. Oh, there's a stargazer, yeah. I saw something from another angle. I don't know, maybe the rocks. You know what? I'm not even gonna rest. I don't think that the enemies are a risk, but take that. Oh, another disruption crystal. Oh, hello. Huh. That was pretty convenient. This one probably respawns. Black steel cutter. I wonder... I'm not gonna try it, but I want to know more about it. It's an advanced weapon. Ergo. The fact that such an incredible mineral exists in Krat is a blessing from God. Anyway. I was thinking, you know, it's bright orange. Is it like the fire knife? Still don't know how that works. Maybe it has a source of energy. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Thank you for tripping it for me. I think I would have been fine, but this is risky. We move forward while attacking. Okay. Never sure what kind of trap it's gonna be. Don't know if that's the one I would want to do. Okay. I got a bit scared because I saw my full Legion bar, and for some reason that made me think that it was the disruption. I like the broken pot sound. Well, like ceramic breaking. Oh, that is devious, because you can't really see the slopes very well when you're up them. Sometimes I don't even know that there's a slope. I think it's gonna be a drop. Okay. Message or something? Have seen the revelation of the blue butterfly. They have asked me to free them. So this relates back to Sophia? Maybe I have to walk away. To free them from this prison of time. Huh. So maybe, you know, that sort of immortality that I'm granted is a bit of a curse. Maybe I'm not exactly under it, but Sophia is using it to help the world. The fairy is far, the fairy is crying. The hands on the clock have gone round and round to find the boy's future. Not quite. Oh, it's been a while. And if they have the same stats, oh man. Oops. I tried to get out of the way, like, of course you don't get iframe to iframe through it, but that was risky. But it's almost dead, so maybe I can... Yeah, oh, just for fun. Just for fun. Was that the... Was that Midoro? I want to read the record. We'll listen to it at the end of the stream, I guess. Misty Era. Seems a mess. To protect the people you love, sometimes you must take steps through uncertain times and stand up again. Even in this era, when you can't see ahead of you, a piano rings with emotion, so I'm guessing I can and see what kind of instrument it's gonna play. Misty Era, to accompany the foggy mornings of Krat. Yeah, I really like that art style. It's a lot like Mucha. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, Musha. So is this the end of the area? I think it is. I leave the butterflies right in here. Remember, you are human. Now it's time to get out. I just missed the last word. Get out of the string. Yeah, so stop being a puppet. Be a human now. More quartz. Black cats? Something at barrel. So is he the one who turned into that? I doubt it. Since he would have, you know, attacked the hotel and stuff, so. I missed that. The water is strange. I'm not sure when it started, but my tears and blood also turned blue, I think it said. No. Just that trap, that hole in the planks is reason enough to put a stargazer here. So I'm gonna go level up and maybe open the secret passage. I should probably have used the item, but sort of a little bit in thought. You know, how does it all connect after that, yeah? Yeah, I'm still gonna upgrade my load capacity. I can't even talk to her about what I saw. Okay. Still need 15,000 total. So play the chord. What? That's not a chord. I was gonna say you're supposed to play the notes at the same time. Wow. Feel like a there might have been a mistaken translation, or maybe people just don't know music that well. I'm not like most knowledgeable in music, but it still felt wrong to me. Okay. We'll look at it next time. I think Antonio is still in Geppetto's room. So let's just listen to the record and quit here. Anyway, so again, a little bit earlier than usual, but I think I'd rather stop a good time like that, and I'm still hungry, so thank you so much for watching, and I'm not sure if the next one will be on Wednesday night. I'll need like to confirm something with other people, but for now let's aim for that, and I'll keep you updated on Twitter. Anyway, see you next time. Goodbye.